Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's U.S. End-of-Day Recap for Wednesday, August 5th, 2026. We'll cover key market movements in indexes, sectors, technology, crypto, currencies, and commodities. Kicking things off, I'm Max Profit. Key indexes showed mixed results today. The Dow 30 Index was the standout, closing at a new all-time high of 54,349.12. up 263.24 points. In contrast, the Nasdaq Composite Index dropped 221.55 points, closing at 26,363.44. Other indexes followed similar patterns. In terms of market breadth, the Dow 30 Index had 21 advances to 9 declines, showing strong momentum. The Nasdaq Composite Index faced broader declines with 1,669 stocks down. Similarly, more stocks declined than advanced in the Russell 2000 Index, highlighting a mixed day for the broad market. Looking at total and daily returns, the Russell 2000 Index led with a year-to-date return of 21.65%, showcasing its robust upward trend. The Nasdaq showed a moderate return of 13.43% year-to-date, while the S&P 500 had a steady upward trend, gaining 12.81% since the beginning of the year. Basic materials led sector gains, closing up 1.5% at 657.57, marking 3 consecutive day increases. In contrast, healthcare saw a more moderate increase of 1.3%. Financial services reached a new all-time high closing at 964.37, fueled by positive momentum and strong volatility. Communication services declined by 2.4%, closing at 467.40. Energy followed, dropping 2% over 3 consecutive days, closing at 878.76. Utilities were also down, with a decrease of 1%, indicating strong downward volatility over the past week. Ireland's iShares ETF stood out globally, closing at an all-time high of 81.23, up by 1.6%. This marks the 3rd consecutive day of gains. Belgium's ETF saw an upward breakout, finishing up 1.1% at 27.22. indicating a strong positive trend. Observing total and daily returns, Chile's ETF saw a weekly total return of 4.17%, reflecting the strong trends. Meanwhile, Japan's ETF returned 17.86% year-to-date, illustrating robust growth over the long term. In the tech sector, Apple closed at 311, rising by 1.62, marking 2 consecutive days of gains. Alphabet dipped 4% to close at 360.13, exhibiting some upward volatility despite a 3-day flat trend. Amazon fell by 1.7%, closing at 272.65. Meta Platforms saw modest growth, closing up at 588.77, but remains in a negative trend. Meanwhile, Nvidia gained a strong 3.4% to end at 219.22, continuing a very strong positive trend with 5 consecutive days of gains.
Checking out crypto, I'm Timothy Satoshi. Bitcoin is currently at 64,895.96, gaining 845.45, but maintaining a mixed negative trend. Ethereum at 1,918.22 breaks upward after a 3-day flat, up 2.6%. BNB heads upward with strong volatility, reaching 598.47. Solana is relatively calm at 74.33, despite its strong negative trend. Dogecoin remains flat for 12 days, priced at 0.0703. In daily returns, Bitcoin's performance is solid, gaining 2.2% week to date. Ethereum impresses with a 2.6% intraday gain. Overall metrics for BNB Solana, and Dogecoin show mixed trends. Notably, Dogecoin remains under pressure, with a negative YTD return of 40%.
For a look at foreign exchange, I'm Victoria Cashmore. The US dollar is currently facing mixed results across key world currencies. Against the euro, it sits at 0.8653, losing 0.0019. The US dollar shows a mixed negative trend and recently broke down after 4 days of consolidation. In dealings with the British pound, the dollar is at 0.7426, also trending downward. It's been relatively flat for 5 days, but is currently experiencing a strong negative trend. Shifting focus to the Japanese yen, the greenback is at 157.7660, gaining 0.0690. Despite a very strong negative long-term trend, an upward breakout occurred today, following 3 days of flat movement. Against the Swiss franc, the dollar is down, reading at 0.8071 with a decrease of 0.0018. Its trend here appears mixed and leaning positive, despite consecutive days of declines. Finally, relative to the Australian dollar, the American dollar trades at 1.4166, down by 0.0022. A negative trend continues, intensified by today's additional downward volatility.
I'm Max Profit, along with our AI hosts Timothy Satoshi and Victoria Cashmore. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check in weekdays after 4 p.m. New York time for daily market reports with in-depth stock, index, sector, crypto, currency, and commodity coverage. Thanks for watching.